Hey guys, since St. Patrick's Day is this week on Tuesday, I thought I would read to you a story with leprechauns in it. So I'm going to read That's What Leprechauns Do. The three leprechauns sat under the chestnut tree. Ari looked up at the cloud-filled sky. "It's coming," he said, "and there's work to be done." Boo and Cole put on their red shoes and their caps and strapped their packs to their backs. "We're ready," Boo said. "But why is it always us that has to put the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Especially since not a single soul ever finds it," Cole added. Ari looked from one of them to the other. "Don't be asking," he said. "It's a leprechaun's duty." "So it is. And fellows, remember, it's coming, so there'll be no time for mischief along the way." They walked in line, the one in front of the other one behind. No mischief along the way," they chanted. But when they got to Ballybunion Farm, they saw Mrs. Ballybunion's cow Pansy standing in the field. Ari whipped out a little bottle of red paint he kept in his backpack for leprechaun business. He ran across to Pansy. "Stand still, my lovely," he told her, and he painted her hooves scarlet red. Pansy looked down. "Pretty," she said. "Imagine Miss Ballybunion's face when she comes to milk you," Ari shouted. He and Boo and Cole rolled over and over in the grass, laughing. "She'll think I've been to a dance." Pansy did a couple of small hopping steps to demonstrate. The leprechauns clapped and whistled. "We'd be delighted to join you in a waltz or two," Ari exclaimed, "but we're in a desperate hurry." "I thought there was no mischief along the way," Boo reminded him. "Sure, but I couldn't help myself. Mischief's what leprechauns do," Ari said. "Along with our more important duties." He glanced up at the tatters of clouds in the sky. "And we'd better not delay, for we've delayed enough already." But as they were passing old Jamie Bradley's house, they saw Jamie's gray woolen long john spread out to dry on his hawthorn hedge. The leprechauns looked at each other and grinned. Quick as a cat's pounce, they ran across the hedge and stood, one on top of the other on top of him. Ari reached up and tied the two long john legs together in a tight knot. They almost fell off each other. They laughed so hard. "It would be great all together to stay and watch old Jamie trying to put his legs into those," Boo said. "But it will be a month of Sundays before they're dry, and we have no time to waste." They took a few minutes to somersault across Liam McGabe's garden. There was a yellow tennis ball in the middle of the road, and they rolled it along with them as they went. Miss Maud Murphy's hen, Bridie, clucked at them from behind her gate. "Bridie," Ari said, "would you be doing us a favor? Could we trundle this ball up to your nest, and could you sit on it for us? It'll be the great joke on Miss Maud Murphy when she comes out to gather your eggs." Bridie put her head to one side. "It's not going to be easy sitting on that, but the three of you were so good to me, scaring that fox away from my henhouse last night. I'll do it." Cole stretched up and patted her wing. "Thank you, Bridie." They squeezed themselves through the gate and tumbled the ball with them. Then they heaved it up into Birdie's nest. She gave a trial sit on it. "I'll be sore underneath myself for a week," she grumbled. But the thought of Miss Maud Murphy's face when she sees I've laid a yellow ball will be worth it. "Won't that be all?" Cole gasped. "The three of you can't help making mischief, can you?" Bridie asked. "That's what leprechauns do," Ari told her. "Along with our more important duties." He stopped. "Is that a spitting of wet I feel?" "'Tis." Boo stared up at the sky. Where the sun was flickering through the heavy clouds, a thin, cool rain had started to fall. Hurry, hurry, Ari ordered. It's come. We can't be late. They pulled their green slickers from their backpacks and settled their caps low to their ears. Anybody seeing them racing along the road would have taken them for 3 green leaves, but they were leprechauns and they had work to do. Get them out, boyos. Get them ready, Ari said. They took their little spades from their backpacks. Then they stopped for a minute to look up at the rainbow, blue and green and yellow and pink, that was arched across half the sky. There it is, Ari said with satisfaction. Come on. They dashed across Pattywhacker's bog, found the place where they had kept the pot of gold buried for just such a rainbow occasion, and dug it up. Ari stood in the middle of the bog. Here, he said. The 3 of them placed the pot of glittering gold in just the right spot and watched the rainbow curve itself all the way down till it ended in the top of the pot. The leprechauns settled themselves to wait. They tooted some grass-stalk music, threw raindrops at each other, and ate the rose hips they had brought for snacks. They waited long, but nobody came. Once again, nobody came. You'd think somebody would find it, Gold complained. Somebody will, someday, Ari said. Maybe we should put up a sign, Boo suggested. Pot of gold, this way. No, Ari said. That's not how it's done. There's a bit of magic to finding, and a bit of luck, and a bit of imagination, too. That's gold. It's waiting for just the right person. The rain had stopped. The sun went behind the cloud. The rainbow shortened itself, then disappeared. No use in waiting any longer. Cold took off his cap and wrung the wet out of it. If we hurry, we could be in time to see Miss Maud Murphy discover Bertie's yellow egg, he said. Boo laughed. Won't it be a great thing to see? All right, then, Ari said. We'll put a rush on this. They buried the pot again in its usual place. Ari patted the smoothed down bog dirt. Don't worry, Pot, he whispered. We'll be back to get you on the next rainbow day. Now we're off again to see what new mischief we can find. For besides our important duties, that's what leprechauns do. Oh, here's... Now this is about leprechauns. According to the legend, the leprechaun is a tiny elf found only in Ireland. Most leprechauns are shoemakers to the fairies who pay them gold for their work. The leprechauns, or little people, store their gold in pots and often bury one at the end of a rainbow. Since leprechauns love more than anything to play tricks, this may just be another one. The gold at the end of the rainbow has not been discovered yet. But if you find a leprechaun and pick him up, he must tell you where his gold is hidden. That's leprechaun's law. So look for leprechauns in Ireland, near clear springs of water or close to large rock formations at the end of a rainbow. Listen for the sound of tiny hammers tapping or elfin pipes piping as small voice sing a fairy song, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find the leprechaun's pot of gold. All right, guys. See ya.